And see, this is why I mentioned, safe space. Because we absolutely need more safe spaces for our men and for our women to heal. And even, I'm not just excluding other people out of this conversation. I want to help anyone who needs help. I love all people, especially people who have beautiful souls, who have good hearts, who want to just learn and explore in this world and not put out hate or negativity. I love people I love the diversity in the human population. I love how we're different, even though a lot of people are so uncomfortable with how different we are. But life would be so fucking boring if we were all the same. So it's wonderful that, we have differences. But this conversation right here is particularly for Black men and Black women. And there's nothing wrong with that. So we're not even going to go into that anymore. Because we need specific space, safe space, where we're allowed to let our hair down, so to speak, and truly feel what is wrong within our spirits and sit in that. Because I said before, there are golden nuggets there. There's treasure there. That pain is there as a gift. It is spirit saying to you, I see you struggling in this position right here. And I hate to do this to you, but I got to make it hard for you. I got to make it unbearable for you. I got to make it real painful for you, because if I don't, you're not going to move. You're going to stay there. And I don't want you to stay there. I love you unconditionally. That I'm going to put these fucking issues in your life because I want to push you to be the greatness that I created you to be. So that's why I'm so passionate about this, because I've seen the images of my people dressed up in minks and making millions in the 1920s. I know what we are. No matter what they've tried to do to us, I know what we are and what we're capable of. I feel like a lot of our men are, angry because those opportunities to be, the man of the household, to be a father, were taken away from them. They were forced out of the home. They took the father out of the home to take away the structure of the home. And that affects our children. And that affects the world, because no one lives in a vacuum. Everyone seems to think that problems that happen within, maybe the Black community or whatever, problems that they're isolated. They're not isolated. We're all interconnected. And stop thinking that because someone else is suffering, that shit won't show up on your doorstep one day. Because we don't live in a vacuum. Everything that happens affects everything, whether you see it or not. Everything has a domino effect. Because again, let me reiterate that we don't live in a vacuum. So if you create illiterate children, those illiterate children are going to cause problems later on in the future that are going to affect your literate children. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I hope y'all picking up what I'm putting down. But I'm working right now in the behind scenes to create safe space for people. Excuse me, my son, he just loves when I'm on camera and to just do everything to distract me. Yo. Whoo, he's not even 2 years old yet. I'm in trouble. I really am in trouble with him. Come here, mirror. Mirror. That's my mirror. He's so bad and so smart and so sweet. He's an Aquarius. Y'all are some special creatures. I'm gonna just say that. They say Scorpios are stubborn. No, y'all Aquariuses are stubborn. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. I am working on creating safe spaces. I want people to know what were you born into this world to do. I want you to know your purpose. I want you to get through whatever's bothering you, whatever stagnation you may be experiencing, whatever pain you're experiencing, whatever frustrations you're experiencing. I want you to see how beautiful of a gift it truly is, even though it does not feel that way. It feels like hell. It feels hard. It feels never ending. It feels like hope is a waste of time. Trust me, I've been there. I've dealt with chronic homelessness. I've dealt with domestic violence more than once. I've been autistic all my life and just now discovering that I'm autistic at the age of 40 because I was neglected as a child. I was bullied as a child. I was abused as a child, physically, mentally, spiritually, all of that good stuff. I don't speak with my family, my mother's side of the family or my father's side of the family. I don't speak to any of them. It's a shame because of all of the dysfunction that they have fed Black Americans. And I know I'm not the only one because this was done with intention. You're talking about a group of people who understand statistical information. They understand sciences. They understand psychology of people, sociology. They understand how people operate, especially us. We are being examined and tested. So I'm here as a conduit for your greatness. Whatever you feel in your heart you want, you can achieve it. And I'm here to be that source to help you along. So I'll be on here more talking about things, but that was just on my heart today to talk about relationships. I'm definitely going to dive more into that, especially talking about how women and men are different. We're inherently different. So the fact that we're making these arguments of why women do this and why men do that and why we different and why we don't do the same things. Why do women want money? Are they gold diggers? Or why men can't have what a woman got? And because we're different. Because you can't make an argument. You can't even do a science experiment with an apple and an orange. It got to be an orange and an orange or an apple and an apple. You have to test the same substance, the same subject. Otherwise, what type of information are you getting out of this experiment? Y'all be out here comparing apples and oranges. Women and men are inherently, biologically different. News flash. So stop comparing what men do and what women do, because there is no comparison. It's about working together. We are equal yet opposite, which I don't even like to use that word equal, because that's something else I'm going to talk about too, the illusion of equality. There's no such thing. I think that whole equality thing, ooh, they got us with that. That equality shit, that's romanticizing. Our elder Bobby Hemmett talked about that. Being equal. I'm going to end this conversation, but I'm going to end it with this. Just think of the best musical composition. You have to have high notes and low notes for it to be interesting, right? You can't just play the same note. It's going to be pretty, excuse my language, pretty fucking boring, right? You have to have the highs and the lows for really good music. What I'm trying to say here is that there's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing with men and women being different, because it allows God to expand its knowingness. Because how can you expand when you're just dealing with the same flat note, the same tone? You have to encounter things that challenge you, that grow you outside of what you already know. This is why we exist. God was already everything. God was already everything. God separated itself from itself so that it could know itself more. This is why we're put into different situations where we have to navigate and be on an adventure and learn, because we're expanding. I'm going to leave it on that note. Again, Shiner Oaks, shine on. I will see y'all at a later time. Excuse me. Have a beautiful day. Mwah!